All right, guys, it's about 7 p.m. West Coast time on Sunday, January 19th. 14 hours from now, uh, Donald Trump will be inaugurated for his second term as President of the United States. So let's talk about a little bit about what's coming. He said he's going to start off tomorrow by giving TikTok another 90 days. That's fine. Okay. But then it's going away. It just is. Um, he's going to declare a national emergency at the southern border, which will give him and ICE and CBP some expanded powers. And then his mass deportation raids in blue cities are going to start first thing Tuesday morning. He has said, and his surrogates have said, that tomorrow is going to start a shock and awe campaign, starting with around 100 executive orders, many of which are going to be immigration related. I think he's just going to undo a bunch of Joe Biden's executive orders and have a few more new ones. And he has said that he is going to pardon the peaceful January 6th rioters who stormed the Capitol at his behest 4 years ago. On that issue, we don't know who, we don't know how many he's going to pardon, but remember that they prosecuted him in tiers. The first ones to be prosecuted were the ones who just went in to the Capitol, walked around, and were like, oh, this place is pretty cool, Martha. And, didn't assault police officers, weren't a part of another grander conspiracy, didn't engage in property destruction. Then we had the ones who engaged in property destruction and took a shit on Nancy Pelosi's desk and smeared their fecal matter on the wall. Again, property destruction, didn't fight with cops. Okay. Nobody from those first two tiers is still in jail. None of them are still in custody. Most of them got probation or fines or served 10 to 30 days. None of them are still in jail. The ones who are still in jail are the ones from the final two groups. Ones who assaulted police officers and ones who engaged in physical violence that day, and the ones who, Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, convicted of seditious conspiracy, got 10 to 22 years in prison. Enrique Tarrio from the Proud Boys, Elmer Stewart Rhodes from the Oath Keepers, and the senior leadership of each of those organizations, and the members that actually showed up to do battle that day. There are a lot of these guys who, got 5, 6, 7 years in prison. They're still in prison. A lot of them are still awaiting trial or sentencing. They're being held in the DC jail. And the very first guy who was convicted on charges for January 6th after a trial and sent to prison was a guy named Guy Reffitt, who had a gun on him at the Capitol. And he fought with police. And he had an assault rifle or two in his truck across the Potomac River. And he got something like 7 years in prison. His wife and Ashley Babbitt's mom, Ashley Babbitt, who was shot and killed inside the Capitol trying to break onto the floor of the House of Representatives. Guy Reffitt's wife and Ashley Babbitt's mom have been holding nightly vigils for 3 years outside the DC jail. And the J6 rioters who are still in the DC jail are the ones who recorded their version of the national anthem that Donald Trump used to open up his campaign rallies by playing. He played that at Mar-a-Lago recently when Mark Zuckerberg was there, and Mark Zuckerberg had his hand on his heart while that version of the national anthem was playing. So we'll see how far Donald Trump wants to go with these pardons tomorrow, and we'll see if he has any other surprises for us. Because Donald Trump knows TV. He knows reality TV. He knows ratings. He knows how to shock people and get their attention. There's going to be a lot of that. There's just going to be a lot of that. And we're going to have to pick and choose what we get upset about, or we're all going to lose our minds. So just be prepared for tomorrow. Hope that helps.